My heart goes out to Ilia because I know how difficult it is when all that pressure is on you, for you, the expectation to just produce this one thing. And a lot of times skaters or athletes in general, their performance is so tied in with their self-worth that it is a massive blow to us personally.
Maxim, how you doing, man?
Oh,
Congratulations.
I'm doing great.
Yeah, Olympic debut in the books. How does it feel right now on the other side of all of this?
Surreal,
Yeah.
surreal. I mean, I've had a crazy year, just a hell of a year, and honestly, I couldn't be more proud of myself for accomplishing the things that I have to get to this moment. You know, I was laying in bed last night just reminiscing on everything, and it's slowly starting to sink in. I think another week, 2 weeks, maybe a few months, and then I'll really feel it. But to call myself an Olympian is something that I'll carry for the rest of my life.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, the beginning, a new beginning, so to speak, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, emotional experience, I would also imagine. I remember we all saw the photo of your family as you were getting your scores. Talk to me about that specific photo and why you were like, I've got to take this with me.
I mean, that photo is the literal beginning to my skating career. It's the first time that I'm on the ice, yeah. It's, I believe I was 3 years old at the time, and that was my first time on the ice. And I don't remember anything personally from that time, so I get to live through it in, pictures and videos and things like that. So, and obviously, my parents have been the biggest part of my skating journey for my entire life, and I really wanted to have them experience that moment with me and the kiss and cry, just sitting next to me and looking up at the Jumbotron, reading the scores, and man, they deserve to be there so much, and I love them, and I felt their presence throughout the entire competition, and I still do, day to day.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm one of those people that believe the same, a very similar kind of experience, and I was gonna ask you if you did feel their presence with you, if you did feel that energy, that love, that focus, that support, in a very different way than you would have felt before.
Of course.
But did you and when?
Absolutely. For me, it's been the sense of calmness and the sense of stillness. And I always actually struggle with that. I mean, my entire career, I've always been so jittery and so anxious and just rushing a lot of things, and a lot of mistakes come from that, and I didn't feel that at all here. I was so calm and still and just, it was almost eerie to me.
Yeah.
But it grounded me, and I felt different than any other competition, and undoubtedly, I know that was them. That was them just calming me down and allowing me to really live this moment and experience it, and not worrying about, the past or the future, and just really stay in the present,
Yeah. And with a new goal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk to me about that.
To be honest, there is one thing that I will say. My family, it's 19 years of hard work and dedication to get to this moment, and it goes by so quick.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It goes by so quick. So me, really, really taking the time to appreciate what I've done to get to this point has been massive.
It's true.
And
it's tough to do. Because as soon as you get off the ice, you got people like me who are like, what's next? And you're like,
true.
Actually, can I just feel this thing right now?
But in all honesty, I know that the future is very bright. I mean, there's so many things that I'm looking forward to do.
Yeah.
I have a lot of students back at home that I've been coaching, and
some of which were here.
Some of which were here. That's right.
How did that feel? To be able to look up and see their faces.
Right as I got off the ice, I saw the poster "Go Coach Max," and just my students there. Man, it was such an emotional experience for me. I wished I could jump up and give them a hug.
Yeah.
Because it's the kids that I see every day at the rink, and being a part of their lives and being a mentor is such a privilege, and I can't wait to go back and dive deeper into that and be more engaged in the Tomorrow's Champions program that I've been working on, and my parents' program that they created all those years ago, and I'm so happy and proud that I can get more involved in it and really just pursue that and learn more.
It's incredible that you're taking over the training center, that you're taking over this program.
Absolutely.
I'm sure that they are looking down at you. I'm sure, not even down, because I also believe they are right here with us.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's like they are beaming, with pride. You were talking earlier about pressure and about the peace that you had, the focus that you had, but we also saw some of that pressure crack some athletes.
Yeah.
We were watching Ilia last night, and he talked about it. I mean, it was like you saw as soon as he finished his last event, like he just kind of had a meltdown. Talk to me about what you experience or what you know to be true to how that energy can just shift. Do you know what I mean? That pressure, that Olympic pressure, that pressure for gold even.
Absolutely. I mean, listen, this is sports. This is what sport is.
Yeah.
The pressure on athletes, all of us, I mean, we're human beings at the end of the day. And man, my heart goes out to Ilia because I know how difficult it is when all that pressure is on you, for you, the expectation to just produce this one thing. And a lot of times skaters or athletes in general, their performance is so tied in with their self-worth that it is a massive blow to us personally. So
Identity,
absolutely. And you know, I just really want Ilia to know that it's his performance and his, you know, what he did in this competition does not change how much we love and care about him and who he is as a person. That's the person that I want people to be proud of no matter what.
Yeah.
And he's an inspiration to all of us, especially in times like this where he still showed great sportsmanship. And that's why I think mental health is so important. Like, it's so important in for everybody, but especially for athletes. I mean, a lot of times just not knowing or not being educated or not having the tools to express yourself or to talk about the things that you're feeling inside. I mean, I can only imagine what was going through his mind when it all happened. And I just, like I said, I want him to know that the whole skating community is behind him. I love him, and like I said, his performance and what happened does not define who he is, and it's about how you respond to what happens. That is the most important. And knowing him, knowing that kid, man.
I mean, it was wild though to watch directly after his performance to see Simone Biles in the stand. But it was reminiscent of Simone got the twisties and was like, I cannot find myself in the air. And so to see her directly after his performance, it was kind of wild. I'm curious if they've been in contact.
I hope so. I mean, she could be a great role model for him.
Right.
And just someone to talk to, honestly,
And also about like what it means to create some boundary for yourself. Like when you're talking about your own, like, okay, this is what I've got to do.
100%. I mean, like I said, it's sports. Anything can happen. I mean, that goes to show just how real and raw it all is too. I mean, you see us just give and give and give all these performances just all the time, and we have a bad day just like everyone else, but it's in front of millions of people. How do you deal with that? How do you cope? And I mean, someone like Simone Biles is a perfect example of that, and how to come back stronger, and just someone to talk to for him. And I really do hope that they connected.
How do you cope when you're thinking about this incredible opportunity, an Olympian, your debut at the Olympics? How do you manage that pressure? How did you manage that expectation, your own personal expectation?
Well, I mean, I went through a lot this year, or this past year rather, and you know, for me, it was really, really important after the tragedy took place. In that moment, there's three options. There's fight, flight, and freeze, right? When something happens to you. And in that moment, again, when your mind is racing, your thoughts you just don't know what happened, your whole world just got flipped upside down.
Yeah.
In those moments, you have to decide, am I going to take action, or am I just going to freeze right now? And I've had moments in the past in my life where I have frozen, and I made a deal with myself that
not today.
I will act. No matter what, I got to put my feelings and emotions to the side right now, and I have to act and take on the responsibility and keep moving forward. That's what my parents taught me, and that's exactly what I did. So when it comes to pressure and things like that, I remind myself of that moment. At the moment of the most stress, the most hardship, and the most uncertainty about what is going on, I took action. So if I could do it then, I could do it anywhere, and I'm capable of that. So instead of having that be a crutch where I knew I froze, it's instead something I used to push myself forward and to know I could.
Let's go.
Yeah,
that's how you do it right there.
Sir.
That's how you do it. Okay, you know, I know you got a lot of fans.
Yeah.
You got a lot of people rooting for you.
Oh, yeah.
You got a lot of people very excited about what you do and how you do it.
Yeah.
And people like to show you support.
Okay.
I got a message for you.
You got a message for me?
Yeah, I ran into somebody who was like, oh, when you see my boy Maxim, you got to let him know.
All right.
And I was like, well, let me just take this video.
Congratulations, you did it! Elmo is so proud of you, and so is Cookie Monster and Grover and Big Bird and Ernie and Bert and Abby and Rosita and Zoe and Prairie Dog and Oscar. Oscar too. Oscar's proud of you. That's a big deal.
Man, that's a massive deal.
It's Elmo.
Dude, that's Elmo.
Right?
Man,
How awesome is that? Okay, Elmo.
it
shush,
doesn't
shush,
get
shush.
much better than that.
I mean, no, it doesn't get much better than Elmo
Oh,
giving you
man.
and then running down the roster of
I mean,
all of Sesame
bro,
Street.
that's my childhood, man.
You know?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Whew.
I mean, moments like that probably are happening to you more and more now, right?
But every time it happens, it still shocks me. I mean, man, like that's incredible. I'm so happy to have the platform and these fans, man, they mean so much. That's so cool.
Yeah, right? That's awesome. You'll have that forever.
Forever, man.
We'll make sure that we get it to you.
Awesome.
All right.
I'll get in touch with him. Thank you, man.
Congratulations
Seriously.
on everything,
Appreciate you.
man.
Yeah.